Morning. 14th of July 2024. Let's have a look what the astrology says. Oh, Moon in Scorpio. That's it. So we'll have a look at the chart when I put them up here. So again, shared resources, reproductive organs, things that are being hidden. 14 is learning some lessons, Sagittarius energy, temperance, patience. We've got the moon, second house of Taurus, and there's the Scorpio moon. So, well done, Spirit, already. The song is Sign of the Times. I don't know what it's by. Well, that's what I'm getting anyway. Them's the words I'm getting, Sign of the Times. I'll have a look. See what it is. That one I'll do. Oh, you never... It's Giba. Another gift. Another kiss. So, other common addictions. Weight gain, weight loss. Patience, like I said, study. Higher learning, universities, etc. And hips and thighs. So we need it in the upright. So, Kristen, April, hope you're feeling better, because it's gone on too long now. I'm worried about everybody. It's getting ridiculous. We need some good luck. We need this gift from Spirit, don't we? Because some of you are suffering a lot worse than the rest of us. So think yourself lucky whichever situation you're in, because it can always be worse. Be grateful for what you've got, because Spirit will always take something else from you if you're not. And that's a hard lesson to learn. That is a very hard lesson to learn. So, let's see then, shall we? Temperance, where be thee? Rainbows, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, the irises, the name Iris, the name Diana, because it's the hunter, Artemis, Sagittarius. So if we're looking at the charts, what I put up for you, we're looking for Scorpio moon, whatever's in your second house, and now we've got Sagittarius. We've got 2 and 14 in degrees. So if you're clever and you think you know what you're on about, you can go and check that out, see if that's there. So that's what we've got so far. and it's in the last pile, so it's something we're going to have to be patient for. So possibly we've got to wait until Sagittarius is in the house, which either is a Sagittarius moon, which will be coming after this, I guess, because we're in Scorpio, or the time of Sagittarius, which is the 21st of November to the 21st of December, thereabouts. If you've seen the news this morning, some of you, Trump was shot, luckily not fatally, and we know our time frame now, because that was coming out, wasn't it? The Emperor and the head and face injuries a few months back. So they are telling us in advance by about, I don't know when it was, we'll have to go back and have a look. If anybody knows, let me know. But it was about April time, maybe. So we have a large windfall of money, possibly an inheritance or retirement payout. We have those born in the year of the dog and or a dog. Loyalty to the company, maybe, to the business, finances, 10 years. Somebody is not wanting to make a choice, or unable to make a choice, or made the wrong choice. There's little or no communication. There's separations. We've got the David star there, so the Jewish element. We've got Mercury. So 6 and 24 is negative for some reason. Something or someone in separation. There's the Sagittarius energy. That's Gemini. Twins, siblings, hands, arms, shoulders, choices. This is unfinished business, something that needs revisiting. Sagittarius energy. So it can be an addiction. Joe, there we've got the stonemason, the freemason, whichever, the builder. Somebody who has firm foundations in the crook of the hand. So this suggests somebody having to go back to university, maybe, more study, so that the foundations are strong enough for whatever it is they want to do in the future. This is also suggesting somebody opening a new business or needing a new team. You need strong foundations, because home and family life is suffering. You're not in control of something or someone. You're not working as a team. That's why you need a new team. Also, your wagon, the wheels are off the wagon, so there could be mechanical problems, speeding tickets, parking fines, emergency vehicles, especially fire engines, but rule out ambulances and police vehicles as well. It is on the wrong path, straying off the path. 7 or 25, so addictions to overcome. Maybe you postponed study because you was addicted to something or someone. You made the wrong choice. 7 or 25, Cancer energy, which we're in now, and it's issues with the abdomen and the breasts. Somebody feeling stuck because their ego won't let them walk away, because they can't fail. That's not allowed. Or the children are involved in the situation with that there could well be. So somebody staying in the misery rather than walking away and leaving the misery of the past behind. So you have to have the patience to overcome this addiction to whatever this situation is, finances, drugs, alcohol, people, job, whatever it is you're addicted to. And come out the other side stronger than ever before, but you must learn. And then we've got Mercury again, so you've got to communicate. It is healing of the hips and thighs. It is a higher learning. It's learning those lessons and not needing to repeat them. So that's today's card. It's neutral. So the main players here are the 24 and the 25, or the 6 and the 7. So it could be the 24th and 25th this month, or the 6th and 7th of next. Or they could be degrees, like I've said. So write those down and see if you can figure out the code. It could be a 10-year cycle. It could be a 3-year cycle. Eight months is mentioned. Yeah, effort needs to be put in. Someone may be getting a tattoo. I got a tattoo for someone who passed into spirit. Capricorn and Aries, possibly. It's burning the candle at both ends, putting a lot of effort into the finances. It's also internet communication late on a night. Messages coming. Positive messages, gifts. The postman. Anybody in uniform. Immature energy there, or younger energy, could be a child. It's grounding. It's secure. So secure messages. Too many. Yeah, there's an apology, so now we're improving slowly. Slow and steady wins the race. Chiron, healing something. You can't heal others till you've healed yourself. Those with the scar on the leg, the limp or the amputation. Crowds. Agriculture. Again, people in uniform. Could be darker complexion. Moving forwards, an improvement in the situation. A change you're not going to like though with this team. So the new team you don't like, possibly. Number 10. The new team at number 10 we don't like. So, well, I don't like. So, yeah, that would make sense. A change. If you're messing with Ouija boards, please don't do that. Somebody not standing up for themselves, they're weak. They're refusing to stand up for some reason. They're sick of banging their head against a brick wall, but they've given up rather than walking away. Oh, there it is. So we was talking about at the beginning of the video, weren't we, about the assassination attempt and how we had this earlier on in the year where it was head and face injuries. That's it. That's what we was looking for. That's the card. The Emperor, the King, the Princes, etc. Head and face injuries. For you personally, it would be lack of self-esteem, lack of self-respect, or a bully that wants everything their way or the highway. People in authority or power, so that's maybe why you don't like the new team, who show no respect. 4 and 31, father energy, or divine masculine, bullying energy, Aries. Yeah, and somebody wants to just sit on the backside and do nothing and it'll all blow over. Well, that's not going to happen. Refusing to accept this addiction is a problem, but it's toxic. Shackled at the hands and feet. The toxicity maybe within, and because of the issues of the past there, what your ego, or it may be external. It's selling your soul to the devil. Don't sign anything with Gibo there. Don't put your name to anything, especially under duress. If you are forced to sign a contract or something like that, put it off as long as you can. Because we've got the star again there as well. So the star's important, the David star. So the name David could be important. It's not good, is it? So all the major arcana apart from today's are in the reverse. We're going to have to be very, very patient. Capricorn energy, somebody using others to get what they want. People in authority or power using you maybe to get what they want. I think I've got a union man in spirit because he's saying work to rule, which means only work to your contracted specifics, not above and beyond, and move on. So move on for stormy waters to calm ones. Be stronger on the other side. Yep, you're going to have to fight for what you want. You cannot, there's no peace for the wicked. They don't know the sleep at night. Yeah, but there's no point in dwelling on the past. But cry over spilt milk. If in the past you've given in to these bullies, these people, don't dwell on that, because if you do, you'll be depressed. Don't think about the future, because you live in fear and anxiety. You have to live in the now. Build a bridge, get over it. Stop crying over spilt milk. 5 months maybe. There we have. We'll keep improving. Finances keep improving, but it's very slow and steady. We start with a page, we go to the knight, now we're on the queen. All we're looking for is the king. The king. But so it's a lot to do with people in uniform. It's a lot to do with Taurus energy, which is the material or the spiritual. And this looks like we're talking about the material, especially with the Scorpio energy, shared resources. Spirit is giving you another gift. Not only have they given you Giba, but they've given you the gift again that they did yesterday of a full cup. Your cup is full. Happiness returns. Should you choose to accept the gift from Spirit, you are able to fill it yourself. It's refillable by you. It's not half empty or half full. It's refillable by you. So you are your own master of destiny. Somebody, again, we're going back. We've got all the 4s. We're almost ready for that change. We've got 1, 2, 3 4s. Yeah? In love, in finances, and in stability, and in thoughts and words. So the 4s mean that we're almost there. In love, the change is happening already. In finances, it's about to. But somebody is holding on, being too greedy, too controlling, which is, like I said, the boss, the father figure, the prince, the king, whoever it is keeping a tight hold. Their way or the highway. Stubbornness, greed, controlling nature. And you can't work with that. So you have to stand up, face the chaos head on. When you do, there'll be hope, healing and freedom. Let hope out of the box. Never lose hope. Follow your North Star, your North Node. It's your true purpose in life. Aquarius energy, 17. So now we've got 14, 15, 17. But something has to end, I'm afraid. Enough is enough. It may have brought you to your knees. It's an end to pain, physical and emotional. It's, a passing or a betrayal. So, because we never end on that 10 of Swords, because I don't like ending on a 10 of Swords, It's coming home to who you truly are, and not being materialistic. Health issues may be holding you back. Hospital doors, vertigo energy, analysis paralysis, overthinking things. But you must stop banging your head against the brick wall. Stop wasting your time on people and things that are never going to listen, and be yourself. Saturn, the truth. Number 6. There it is. Be true to yourself. Make the right choices. Or 3 of Swords. Something coming between you and what you want. As you planted, so do you reap. You reap what you sow. The field of karma. The Saturn card says it may feel bad right now, but it will be resolved. It's the planet of the Reaper, the Lord of Karma, which Reaper we know is Scorpio energy, the death. And this rainbow planet represents what is tangible, solid in our lives. The Greeks called Saturn Cronus. There he is, Cronus. Was the father of Zeus. Cronus devoured his children to prevent losing his throne as king. So he doesn't care what he has to sacrifice to keep that power. The god who ate his own children. And don't kid yourself, this could be a female as well if she's an Aries. Or any leaders, royalty, bosses, etc. Someone in authority or power. Shows no mercy, but Saturn is not exactly cruel. It simply points out what is true and cuts away what is delusional and no longer useful. Know that you are being challenged, and this is a time to make it or break it. Life will seem harsh and restrictive, and you are facing an enemy who may well be yourself. Saturn shows us that at times it is in our best interest not to have the things we want, and that if we were to have them, they would lead to our destruction. This is a time of sorrow or hopelessness. Realise it's about diligence, sticking to what you believe in, adhering to your goals. This is a period in your life that emphasises toughness and work. There's your toughness and work. It's all about not giving up and following through, the Sagittarius energy. Finish what you started. Saturn also deals with power and control, which again is the Emperor and the 4 of Pentacles. Often meaning law enforcement and the military, which is the uniforms. You may have encounters with the law enforcement at this time, and do watch for that possibility. Although the encounter may not necessarily be a negative one, if it is though, you will need to play by the rules and do what is thought correct or expected. We're talking about convention here. Any rallying against authority or tradition is not going to serve you at this time. On a more positive side, you may meet a fatherly type who will help you advance in your goals. That's this one. Saturn can sometimes herald the appearance of a sage or a teacher. I don't see that. This will be no small thing and can indicate mentors arriving just when you need one most. Dealing with the aged may be an issue, yes. In the near future, problems with the bones, joints, knees, skeletal structure. Feeling your age, no matter what your biological age is, will seem pressing and even worrying. Why have you not accomplished more at this age? Have you wasted your time? So it's coming on to who you truly are. In non-essential matters, many lessons are being learned and problems conquered, which again is the Sagittarius card. Now or in the future. The gift of Saturn is keeping you on your path, helping you face parts of your life that you may dread, but you simply have to fulfill. They are your contracts, Gibbo, towards a more solid achievement and a better life. Circumstances may be harsh for a while, but believe your sacrifices to be worth it. It's a good time to be diligent, not to rush anything. And whatever you're asking about is going to take a considerable amount of time and will not come quickly. Equivalent to the Three of Swords, restrictions, penalties, so the parking fine, speeding tickets, etc. Shattering experiences, disappointment, but from it you will grow. Well done, Spirit. So, Giba, not that we shouldn't know it by now, but because we should. It's about the signature. It's about the signing documents. It's about literacy, illiteracy. So, Gifu brings credit and honour which support one's dignity. It furnishes help and subsistence to all broken men, devoured of aught else. And there's the broken man in the reverse. He is broken. He's had enough. He's been brought to his knees. So, whichever scenario this is, Cronus is brought to his knees. He will sacrifice almost anything now to get what he wants. And it may be you, because Cronus even sacrificed his kids. The letter G, massively important. Gifts, generosity and help from those who are in need are signified by Giba. Giba is also said to indicate love. Blammy, oh man, sorry. I went straight into my throat. So I don't know what I said there, but they didn't like it. So let's try again. Giba brings credit and honour, which supports one's dignity, and it furnishes help and subsistence to all broken men, devoured of all else. Yeah, broken men, that's the bit they didn't like. The letter G. Gifts. So we've got the rune and we've got the gift givers here. Yeah. And the hell freezing over situation. Somebody once said hell will freeze over first. Well, now hell is freezing over. Help for those in need is signified by Giba. Wow, that was a strong one. Sorry. Perhaps in a more general sense of charity rather than purely personal. Oxen, so Taurus again, make an appearance with Giba because of cattle. That meant wealth. So Taurus and the year of the ox. Boundary markers. In other words, being overly generous can also be a bad thing. In addition, recognising your own boundaries is as important as knowing how much to give. In another sense, the rune connected with innate talents or abilities that can be taken as a gift from the gods. This is the first rune of the series, not to have an inverted meaning. So both Odin and Thor, so Odin, father, sky, which was, again, the emperor. Because Odin hung himself upside down, didn't he? Wednesday and Thursday are symbolic of Giba. It signifies knowing one's boundaries and swearing to abide by contracts linked, whose job is to preserve order in the universe. Odin, being the archetypal king, was expected to give generous gifts to his followers in order to reward them for their loyalty. He possessed a marvellous arm ring called Dropnir, which replicated itself into 8 others. So 9 of them, 9 people, 9 rings. So it could be, especially with the Mason's card, it could be a special signet ring or something like that. 9 of the same. These precious objects were then distributed as it pleased him. Giba has thus gained an extra interpretation as a valuable ornament. In his song, Odin warns that it is better not to ask than to overpledge, as a gift demands a gift. So you scratch my back, I scratch yours is sometimes a contract you don't need to get into with the devil. This verse speaks both of making hasty promises and of casting enchantment. In both cases, a price must be paid. So caution should be what your watchword. If you wish ill on others, it will come back to you eventually. So the giving and receiving of gifts has been important in society forever. As a gesture of mutual respect and a symbol of fondness. The custom is meant to bind people together, but see, we've got a separation. They aren't bound. Something's wrong. The contract may be broken. This may be why we still mark affectionate letters with the X to denote a kiss, while in previous ages, when most people were illiterate, documents were signed by an X to signify an acceptance of a contract or agreement, bringing the aspect of relationships to the fore. Gibo signifies both the donor and the recipient of a gift. All should be well as long as the conditions and both parties know their limits of the agreement. Even if nothing material is being given, the payment for the gift may come in the form of simple gratitude, but that it is, when it is withheld, resentment and quarrels will be the result. The same applies to the giver. A present should be given with an open heart. So if you can't afford to give it, don't. Otherwise, the giver will feel forced into an obligation and the recipient will feel worthless. When Gibo appears, it is certain that you will feel honour bound to help someone out very soon. However, it's important that you judge exactly how much help you should give. After all, if you give too much, then the needy person will become overly dependent on you, addicted to that help. If you're not generous enough, people could say that you're a skinflint and don't care, which to me that's ridiculous. However, Spirit have already said that you only give 10% of what you can afford because you need 90% for yourself, and that's not selfishness, that is just practicality. Spirit realise that you need plenty of love for yourself first before you give to others. Not in an egotistical way, just self-esteem, self-respect. So you only give out what you can afford to lose and never get back. Don't expect a return. Okay. Now they've got away from me throat. That's why I needed to change the tack. We'll have a look at the dice. So second house is about Saturn and the truth. It's Taurus energy, the ox again. The neck and throat, banks, green. So check your bank accounts. The material world, wealth, worldly goods, personal resources, possessions, security, values. But above all, your self-worth, because it's there. Material values and your spending. So check it. Scorpio moon, so that's today, is the dark side. Mostly about the mother. Emotionally intense, perspicacious, compulsive, secretive, resentful and jealous. The moon in Scorpio has the capacity for self-transformation but fears rejection and abandonment. So there you go. So you make the wrong choice if you refuse to transform your energy. Oh, and we've got it again. So that's 3 times. The given is it for a reason. The star. Now I know it's more than 3 actually, it's 4. In all its forms, the pentagram is still a star, whatever you look at, except that it's reversed for the devil. So, the Jewish community, David, like I said, the North Star, Jesus for some, because Jesus was born under the stars. Aquarius energy, Gemini, Capricorn. It's all going on with that. 27. It's you are protected. It's about balance, which is today's card. Temperance and unity. Working together as a community, a new team. So, the pentagram is a beautiful symbol which illustrates the harmony between the 5 elements. Within the pagan community, the element of air, earth, fire, water, and spirit. The pentagram is also used in Chinese medicine to represent the 5 elements, which comprises of fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. The pentagram is also associated with a symbol of protection, as above, so below. When you draw this card, it is asking you to find the balance and unity within your life. Where are you out of balance, and what do you need in order to bring it back? Are you too fiery, too quick to anger? Maybe you're lacking motivation for the fire to achieve what you desire. Are your emotions flowing like water? Are you holding back tears, or do they keep flooding out? Maybe you're feeling a bit scattered and need some grounding, or perhaps you are lacking guidance and need work with spirit more. Have you become rigid and need to be more fluid, like air, and move more? When we bring things back to simple approach, back to basics of looking for what is not balanced, we can begin to seek out for ourselves that which will bring balance back to our lives. Call on the element you need to help you. Go in search of where that element resides. Seek out natural creeks and seas and lakes, gardens, and get your bare feet on the earth. Light a fire, a candle, or keep warm if you need to. Seek out places where you can be in the wind and ask for it to take your cares away or help you be more flexible. The pentagram can also signify that a union is here or awaits you. The pentagram should always be seen as a symbol of positivity, and if you're in need of protection, this is your symbol. So draw it and carry it around with you, or if you've got something with it on, carry that with you. Oh, there we are, number 13. So that's salmon, pumpkins. In the reverse, it is a challenge. So set October the 31st then, which would be the Scorpio energy, which is in the dice. So now we have 13, 14, 15, and then 17. So October the 31st, the Celtic cross quarter holy day that welcomes the beginning of the winter and the Day of the Dead. It is said to a time when the veil is thin between the worlds of the seen and the unseen. The ancestors and the spirits of the dead are honoured. Their wisdom and messages are sought. Jack-o'-lanterns lights the path for those who travel through the veil and protects against any evil or mischievous spirits, there we are, the devil, that might also be abroad. Something has spooked you, perhaps on a subconscious level. Do an inner journey to find protective ancestors to help you interpret your fears. Mystery, ancestors, deepening. I embody the wisdom of my ancestors. What do the spirits of the dead require? At it again. Oh my God. So it's in the reverse again. It's the poppy, remembrance, military, May the 31st, November the 11th, Memorial Days, remembering the dead, the number 20. We've had this once already, haven't we, in this deck, which is quite strange because it's a new deck. So I would say usually, where's the book gone? Oh, it's a big book, so I might have to pause you 1 minute. Okay, Poppy then, number 20. So, Poppy, again, it has Mars, Venus and the Moon. Papaver somniferum, element of water. So the opium poppy, addictions, drugs, etc., etc., has a long history of rich magic, medicine, and politics. Oh dear. Politicians and opiates. Powerful class of drug known as opiates, the root of morphine, opium, and heroin. Poppy has been linked to Neolithic humans and the lands of Sumer and ancient Greece, using both medicine and the mystery traditions, with a wide range of different species and varieties of poppy being such widely cultivated flowers. Not all species contain opiates, but all have magical and medicinal virtues. Okay. Carvings of many Greek goddesses are depicted holding poppy flowers. The mother goddess Demeter transforms the young man she loved. So again, the mother. Mekon into the poppy flower. Hypnos and later Morpheus, the gods of sleep and dreams, are associated with the plant. Rituals of the mysteries of life, fertility and death, resurrection are within the realms of this plant magic. So again, the Scorpio moon. Death and resurrection are within the realms of this plant magic. Today they are associated with remembrance, rituals and wartime dead, along with sleep and death. The prolific seeds are associated with financial gain and abundance. Poppy, which is what we started with. Now there's a shock. Didn't expect that one. Where it's gone. No, I've lost my place. Gain and abundance. Poppy has been used in love potions and formulas to attract enchantment, but if you've been using them, it's going to wear off because true love will break that spell. Like other plants with small prolific seeds, poppies can be associated with invisibility and confusion, being particularly helpful in throwing off law enforcement again, seeking to capture or prosecute you. The seeds do not contain the opiate latex, but still quite magical. So it's not too late if you are a drug dealer or whatever to stop what you're doing, go back to study, and keep your nose to the grindstone. Because if you don't, there's going to be some sort of encounter with the law. So though viewed often with suspicion in modern times due to the heroin drug crisis, poppy has traditionally considered as a great friend and ally to humanity. The essential nature of the poppy is in soothing and treating deep exhaustion and illness. So if you're suffering deep exhaustion and illness, this is here to help and protect you. Poppy helps us truly rest and regenerate. Listen to our dreams. So if you have any dreams, while you're resting, write them down. Let go of your sense of agendas and accomplishments, so you don't have to do anything. Just get well. And competition. One might argue that drug abuse takes that to an extreme. When called upon in a healthy relationship, the poppy spirit brings balance, which is what today's card. Temperance, balance, between our sense of doing with structure and responsibility, and simply being with our rigid structures, allowing new creativity to develop, which is the Ace of Cups, which your spirit is giving you. So whilst you're laid recuperating, ideas and creations may come to you. So it is in the reverse there. So Poppy is warning you to rest and regenerate. We are nearing exhaustion, if not already there, and we need time out for expectations to simply be. Let go for a time and renew your sense of joy, and that's especially you, mentioning you, Kristen and April. Rest and regenerate, it's essential to your health. Okay. I don't know how long we've gone on today, but I'm getting longer and longer out. I am sorry if I'm boring. And I'll speak soon. Thanks for listening. Bye.